Greetings, comic book fans. I'm Jason. It is the 17th of August 2017 at time of recording, and you are watching Comic Haul Weekly, the place where I share with you the new books I've picked up this week. Usually, I come to you on New Comic Book Day. However, this week I picked my books up today, so I'm coming to you the day after New Comic Book Day. And it's a big pile of books this week, so without further ado, let's get into these. First up, I picked up from DC Comics, we have The Sandman. This is a one shot celebrating Jack Kirby, who would have been 100 this year. Marvel are doing their own thing, as you'll see in a minute, but what DC are doing, they've got some of the Kirby characters that other people are kind of writing stories for, and there's also, it looks like there's like reprints of Kirby stories inside as well. I'm tempted to go and pick up the New Gods one. I think there's one by Howard Chaykin, but I'm not. The stuff I've read of his, I've not been a fan of. So I kind of am not going for that one. But the New Gods one I might go back and get. I am tempted to go back and get that one. However, I picked up the Sandman, so we'll see what that's like. But I always like a bit of Kirby or a bit of Kirby inspired stuff. Sticking it with Kirby, we have the latest True Believers, as we kind of reprinted the first issue of Captain America, which Kirby co-created and drew. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I've really enjoyed these books. They're only like, I think it's $1 in America. They are over here. 90p I paid last week. This week I paid for this 75p. So um, yeah, it's a nice little book. It's just a reprint. It's not going to be worth anything if you're buying comics to like kind of make money. In the back we have like all the ones that they're going to be printing. My comic shop, they go really quick, so it's kind of like you need to get them or they're gone. But I was chuffed to have been able to get the Captain America one. So sticking now with the brand new spanking books, we have Dark Knight's Metal, issue number 1. The guy in my comic shop said this was good, so I'm looking forward to reading this. I kind of like with events, I can be a bit of a negative Nelly, but I am really enjoying Secret Empire. I think that's been one of Marvel's best events in a long time, which really isn't that high of praise. Um, and I'm curious to see what Metal's going to be. My only complaint with Metal is I kind of felt with them setting up the Watchmen stuff for next year. I think to have two stories like that are quite complicated. I kind of felt maybe this story should have been held off a few years, do the Watchmen stuff, then do this story. But we'll see. I will see. I do like how they've got that in sparkly. That's nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this after what the guy in my comic shop said. He said it was good. So next up we have Batman issue 29, which I'm looking forward to getting into that. I'm really enjoying Tom King's stuff right now. We have Aquaman issue 27, which is another book that I'm enjoying. We have Green Arrow issue 29. This current arc of Green Arrow, I've seen him team up with different people. This issue he goes to Gotham, so I'm super excited to see him teaming up with the Batman. That should be a lot of fun. We have Green Lanterns, issue 29, another book that I'm enjoying. We have Justice League, which I've got a few issues to catch up on before I get into that. We have Superman, issue 29, which, the last few issues of this haven't been very good. I said a few videos ago that the one issue was really bad, and if it was any other book, I would have dropped it, but because I'd enjoyed it previously, I kind of give it another go. And kind of was sitting there thinking, and I kind of thought, well, the Manchester Black story, I didn't really like the end of that. I found the end of that story was weaker than the beginning. And then we had the two-parter. The first part, which I absolutely hated. The second part was a little bit better, but not by much. And that whole story was just horrendous. And now we've got this one. We really need to pick up. Our, there's got to come a line where like you got to be. I can't give you any more chances because you've got a book that is coming out twice a month, and it makes it worse when it's a book that you're not enjoying because you're getting more of it. Um, I don't know if it's the release schedule that they're struggling with and kind of coming up with material for that is kind of like that isn't suiting them. But I'm not been enjoying this lately. This needs to pick up because like the sound of this story with Sinestro and then we've got a story that they're kind of calling like a Game of Thrones type story, but set with the New Gods on Apocalypse. So kind of that story appeals. So I'm really hoping I might not get to that story because I'm really hoping this issue is going to pick up and be better. Because if it isn't, I may have to say so long to it. Uh, I don't know. Because how many issues can you go not enjoying a book? It's like there's so many books that come out already, and you're wasting money on a book you're not enjoying. Why? So I think that book might be in Last Chance Saloon. It needs to pick up. We have Super Sons, which I'm enjoying, and this is another thing. You know, everything I was getting from that, I'm now getting in this. The scratch that it was, the itch that it was scratching, is kind of been done by this now. So I'm thinking I may be saying so long to Superman. We then have Trinity, which I've got last issues to read. Again, this is a not Manapul. Manapul's not on this, so has he left the book? Is he having a break? I don't know, because it says part one of a new story, so I'm kind of wondering, because I don't know if I'm going to keep getting this. But the reason I was buying it was because of Manapul. I love Francis Manapul. I love his art. I love his writing. If he's not on the book anymore, I don't know. It may be a book that I say goodbye to. So we'll see. I'll have to look into that. We then have Wonder Woman issue 28, which I'm behind. I haven't finished the Rucko run yet. So I don't know what the run since has been like. So we will see. We then have Curse Words, which I've really been enjoying. This is from Image Comics, written by Charles Soule, with art by Ryan Brown. Really been loving this with Wizard, and yeah, it's just been really good. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. Really didn't really add anything to that, just sort of kept saying I enjoyed it, which I have been. Now moving to Marvel, we have Amazing Spider-Man: Renew Your Vows, which is another book I've just jumped onto and I've been enjoying. It's kind of like an alternate universe where Spider-Man and Mary Jane had a kid and all of them are superheroes. So yeah, I've been loving that. So that's been good. We have Generations. I haven't read last week's yet. I read the Hulk one and I didn't really enjoy that one. Well, I enjoyed it, but for $4.99, I'm expecting a book to blow me away. And maybe that's unrealistic, but when I pay more for something, I expect it to be better. If I go out and buy a pair of trainers really cheap, I'm not expecting them trainers to last me a long time. I'm expecting them to do the job that they need to do, and then I'll buy another pair. But if I spend a lot of money on a pair of trainers, I'm expecting them to last and to be quality and to be comfortable. Um, and I think it's the same with anything, and it's the same with comics. If I pay more for a comic, I'm expecting that comic to be better than if I pay less. And maybe that's unrealistic when it comes to something like a comic. Maybe comics are like different to other things, like if you bought a bag or a pair of gloves or clothes, you'd expect the more you pay for it, the better quality to be. Maybe comics doesn't transcend as that, but you still have that idea in your head that I'm paying more for this, so this is going to be better. And it doesn't work out with comics. So I'm hoping this is going to be good. Did I pick up? I don't think I picked up the Phoenix one. I think, was it Phoenix last week or was it Fours? I know there's a 4 one coming out. Yeah, I'm confused. But anywho, the Hulk one was okay, not what I'd expect from $4.99 book. So interested to see what this is going to be. We then have Silver Surfer issue 13, which is coming to an end soon, which is sad because I love Mike Oldra's art. We have Spider-Man 2, which I enjoyed the first issue to this, so I'm looking forward to reading the second. We have Star Wars, which looks like we're going to get a Lando-inspired adventure, so that's going to be interesting. We have Mighty Thor, which I'm loving right now. We've got the War Thor. We've got all the carry on that's going on with Jane Foster and kind of like being a Thor is killing her. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in here right now that I'm really enjoying. This has really moved up again to one of my favourite books, not just from Marvel, but full stop. We have the Totally Awesome Hulk, which is the conclusion to Weapons of Mutant Destruction. I've got the previous issue of, I think it was Weapons X to read, and then I'll be reading this. So I'll finish that one off. We have X-Men Blue, which I believe is a Secret Empire tie-in, and we have Polaris, which should be interesting. Looks like she's Hydra, which been green. It works. The ensemble works. So yeah, that makes sense. Moving on to Valiant, we have Divinity issue 0. I think this is a new one that's coming out, so I'm looking forward to that. We then have Secret Weapons, issue number 3. I picked up the first 2 issues of this. I wasn't going to get this because I'm trying to cut down. But then I decided, you know what, it's Valiant. I like to get everything Valiant. The only thing Valiant I won't buy is Quantum Woody, because I don't like Quantum Woody. But anything else Valiant, I'll buy. So I'm going to read the first 2 issues and get into this. Then moving on to Titan, we got Doctor Who, which I love my Doctor Who. So I've got to catch up with this. I've not read any of the Year 3s yet. So we've got issue 8 of Year 3 for the 11th Doctor, which I do like that cover. And we have issue 8 of Year 3 for the 10th Doctor, which I've got the photo cover, which again is a nice cover. So yeah, so there are a lot of books there to read that I'm looking forward to getting into. Now, the backup plan for the week ahead. I'm recording this on the Thursday, the 17th of August. Tomorrow, which will be the Friday, I'm going to upload a comic book overload video, like looking at the books that I got, some of the books I got last week, and then I'm doing another video on Monday with a combination of books from last week and this week. So that's the backup plan to come up. Look out for them. It might be Sunday, not Monday. We'll see. It depends how quickly I get through my books. But anywho, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate everybody's views. I hope you're all having a cracking week and you all got lots of comic book goodness to enjoy. I will see you again soon. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I've been Jason. This has been Comic Haul Weekly. Keep reading and bye for now.